Another day without power to Russian-occupied Crimea. These are the remains of power lines at one crossing with mainland Ukraine, blown up on Saturday night. It plunged the region into darkness. A state of emergency was declared by the Moscow-appointed authorities in Crimea. Some 1.5 million are without electricity, according to Russian media. No one has claimed responsibility. But the attacks come 2 months after Crimean Tatars launched an overland economic blockade of the Black Sea region. Their leaders say it's absurd that Ukraine acts as though it's business as usual, all while Russia oppresses the Crimean population. The attack could have much wider political repercussions, well beyond this isolated frontier. Activists refuse to allow engineer crews to fix the electricity lines and restore power. Meanwhile, this is what the main coordinator of the blockade had to say. Repair crews aren't allowed to access the site yet, only representatives from the electricity company to assess the public's safety because of the high winds. Crimean Tatar leaders and Ukrainian MPs Mustafa Zhemilev and Rifat Chubarov, the group's two main officials, met with Petro Poroshenko last Saturday. There, the president promised to ask the cabinet of ministers to consider suspending trade ties. However, Poroshenko's official presidential website makes no reference to this pledge. This issue has become a political hot potato. Meanwhile, Moscow calls for power to be restored, not just through statements by President Vladimir Putin's spokesman, but also by an illustration of force. Russian troops, accompanied by some 12 tanks, moved close to the de facto border on Monday. In response, a brigade of Ukrainian paratroopers are at full combat readiness. That information was from the head of the Drug Trafficking Combat Department at Ukraine's Internal Affairs Ministry, Ilya Kiva. Electricity supplies to Crimea could take 4 days to restore, but with politicians refusing to take responsibility for the action and activists not allowing repair works, this in reality could take much longer than that.